Warning, the following podcast contains adult language, themes, and situations. Also, the film we're about to talk about is going to be spoiled thoroughly. Listener discretion is advised. Enjoy the show.
By now, if you're a fan of Nicolas Cage, you've definitely heard the story of the ill-fated Tim Burton reboot of Superman. Superman Lives, starring Nick as Kal-El himself. Like most of you, I figured the closest we'd ever get to seeing our boy in the suit and cape was in the Teen Titans Go to the Movies film from 2018. But then, I heard a rumor that Nick would be appearing as the last son of Krypton at long last. And we'd get a reprisal of Michael Keaton's Batman in the DCEU Flash movie. But, unfortunately for all of us, the movie was plagued by problems behind the scenes. They somehow made Michael Keaton's return a disappointment, and they just straight up made Nick 100% CGI. So come along with us as we suffer through, no joke, one of the worst movies I've ever had the misfortune of watching. And I've seen Arsenal and Between Worlds. The Flash.
Okay, let's run.
I'm like a prickly pear.
What do you say we cut the chit-chat?
A-hole.
Porker, how'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned?
Hey, have you ever been dragged to the sidewalk and beat until you pissed blood?
Welcome to One Cage at a Time, the show where we break down every single Nicolas Cage movie, one film at a time. Here are your hosts, Patrick, Vince, and Nigel.
A creepy burglar / kidnapper who thinks they are the reincarnation of Jesus undergoes months of forced psychological therapy so a studio can save face and still release a film they spent $200 million to make, only for it to get a B cinema score. Barely make back its budget and essentially kill any hopes of continuing the DCEU without completely rebooting it. Oh, and The Flash fucks with time and a bunch of annoying shit happens, including Barry Allen putting a CGI baby into a CGI microwave, and he CGI talks to his CGI self, which gets more irritating by the minute since they could have just fucking filmed they/them twice. But whatever, let's just spend hundreds of millions of fucking dollars to make every interaction the definition of Uncanny Valley. Why the fuck not?
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your stars.
The Flash stars a certified weirdo who hasn't worked a day since this pile of shit came out, not just because it's a dumpster fire, but because they can't stop doing insane shit off screen, Ezra Miller. A man who deserved a far better send-off to his Batman role, Michael Keaton. The Young and the Restless star, Sasha Cale. Hey, Munt! Michael Shannon. Office Space and Band of Brothers star Ron Livingston, and of course, a guy who was horrified to see that they replaced his entire performance as Superman with a CGI monstrosity despite him filming for a full day on set in costume, Academy Award-winning actor and the only Superman in our hearts, Nicholas Kim Coppola, better known as Nicolas Cage.
It's time for the main event. Time to break down the film one scene at a time.
Barry Allen, still grappling with the trauma of his mother's murder and his father's wrongful imprisonment, discovers that his super speed allows him to travel back in time. It's just like, it's supposed to be the setup of Flashpoint.
Right.
Like, I never understand. I mean, I know what the story is behind the scenes, but I never understand why they don't just lean into the comics that were so popular. Like, just do Flashpoint. What the fuck is this thing that you made? Despite warnings from Bruce Wayne about the dangers of altering the past, Barry decides to prevent his mother's death by ensuring she never forgets a crucial can of tomatoes, therefore stopping his father from leaving the house and her from being left alone. However, upon returning to the present, Barry is knocked out of the Speed Force by a mysterious speedster and lands in an alternate 2013 where his mother is alive. In this timeline, he encounters his younger, annoying as fuck self and realizes it's the day he originally gained his powers. What a coincidence. Boy, I hated this version of Barry Allen. I guess it was supposed to be like, I'm a teenager, young, annoying Barry Allen, but holy shit, it just grates on you, dude. I hated every minute of watching this film. It was so bad. Attempting to recreate the accident, both Barrys are struck by lightning, resulting in the younger gaining powers while the older loses his. As they adjust to their new reality, news breaks of General Zod's impending invasion, prompting the duo to seek out the Justice League. General Zod is really just used as the crucial point for all of the DCEU. For some odd reason.
They really have.
They were just like, we got to get Michael Shannon back.
I mean, it makes a certain amount of sense. That was the first movie in the DCEU, so it would have been its jumping off point if it actually did something.
Yeah, if it wasn't just a big pile of shit every one of these movies. Their search leads them to a retired Bruce Wayne, played by Michael Keaton again, thankfully. One last time, and unfortunately, they fucked it up. Who agrees to help them locate Superman. Instead, they find Kara Zor-El, who's Superman's cousin, who's imprisoned in a Siberian facility. After rescuing her, Kara assists in restoring Barry's powers by flying him into a storm, successfully reactivating them. This was like, he just like gets zapped by an electrical storm and somehow that brings him back, even though getting hit by lightning took away his powers, but gave him his powers in the first place. I'm like, what? So like if he gets hit by lightning again, he'll lose his powers again? I don't get it.
Or hit by electricity of any kind.
He just whizzes on an electric fence and he's going to fucking lose his powers again. I don't know.
Makes sense.
Science. I've never liked the Flash as a character, so I don't know much of the actual like comics story, but we'll just roll with it that anytime he gets electrocuted, he can just magically get his powers back. With Barry's powers restored, the team, comprising both versions of Barry, Kara and Bruce, prepare to confront Zod. During the ensuing battle, Kara discovers that Zod had intercepted Kal-El's escape pod and killed him in an attempt to extract the Codex, which is a genetic key to Krypton's rebirth, which is actually now within Kara. So that becomes the whole driving force. Despite their efforts, both Kara and Bruce are killed, and repeated attempts by both Barrys to alter these outcomes through time travel, it proves futile, and they just keep dying over and over and over again. It's weird that like when Bruce shows up, he just has like a big white beard, and then he shaves, and he looks exactly like young Michael Keaton again right after that. I don't know. It's like 70-something-year-old Michael Keaton somehow can just kick some ass again.
He's Batman.
Yeah, he's Batman. The older Barry realizes that some events are fixed points in time and cannot be changed, but the younger Barry becomes obsessed with saving their friends, repeatedly traveling back and causing the multiverse to begin collapsing. This is finally where we see the only reason we're watching this piece of shit. Nicolas Cage's cameo as Superman in the multiverse scene is a shot-for-shot filming of the existing storyboards from the unmade film Superman Lives, in which Superman battles Brainiac Spider Machine, the Thanagarian Snare Beast, which is one of the last things that's left over from the Kevin Smith script. It's the Thanagarian Snare Beast. Mm-hmm. If you haven't watched it, I'd highly recommend checking out the documentary, The Death of Superman Lives, which really sheds a lot of light on why every DC movie has sucked, despite them having the best heroes and villains to play with. Just they cannot get out of their own way. The fucking dumb shits behind the scenes, it just fucking ruined any hope of the DC ever being any good. And I don't think that's ever going to change unless they sell it all to somebody who, like, I don't know, someone like James Gunn. Mm-hmm. But they're not going to let James Gunn, just watch, they're not going to let James Gunn do what he wants to do. They're going to fuck it up.
He's going to get success because of Superman will be good. Fingers crossed. and then they'll just start meddling with shit in it and forcing him to do they had success with Batman with Michael Keaton, and then they just sort of meddled their shit into it and ruined a Superman movie, and it never got made, and then they had to revert to like the Schumacher Batman movies to try and reclaim that, and then had moderate success with Man of Steel. Wasn't great, but
I thought Man of Steel was solid.
It was enough, and then they just I don't know what the fuck happened
like
there.
they just got in Zack Snyder's way and fucked
you
everything up. After that.
What happened with Justice League and all that shit happening, and so
they just can't get out of their
fingers
own way.
crossed that doesn't happen. But I mean, we've seen it all play out before. So with this James Gunn version, I'm
just expecting it to go that way because they just haven't been able to not fuck these movies up.
Yeah, WB is somehow the other studio rivaling Disney, even though it's managed by a complete fucking moron. So, and a bunch of idiots making stupid decisions. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that's the entertainment industry that we're in.
You just fail upwards. Yeah.
It's back to that. You should watch that documentary, Death of Superman Lives, What Happened. It's a great documentary. Rest in peace, John Schnepp. He was taken too soon.
Yeah.
The guy who wrote and directed and produced that.
Yeah, it sheds a lot of light on it. It actually makes the movie make sense, like what they were planning on doing. It would have been a complete departure in a different version of Superman.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit in there of like that pedophile who made Superman Returns, allegedly. He like kept a picture of Nick Cage in this suit. And showed it anytime anybody questioned what he was doing on Superman Returns. Is like, you guys almost made this.
Yeah.
But I will say back on Nicolas Cage, he was paid $20 million up front for Superman Lives. And his deal was a pay or play, which meant he kept his salary even if the film was canceled, which it ultimately was. Yeah. This made him the highest paid actor for a film that has never been made. I guess he gave some of it back for this movie. Nicolas Cage claims that his cameo was supposed to be Superman witnessing the destruction of an entire universe. That was what he was originally brought in for The Flash. But his shot footage was apparently repurposed for the end of the giant spider fight without Cage's knowledge or consent, and he was kind of pissed about it. And this actually might have led to him not reprising his role as Ghost Rider, which he was supposed to in Deadpool 3, which is a tragic turn of events. But I don't blame Nick at all. Like,
he loves Superman.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's been jerked around again.
Son.
30 years later.
Yeah, he literally named his son Kal-El, dude.
Yeah. And he loves Ghost Rider. And then to have to go through all the shit he had to go through with Ghost Rider, I don't blame him.
I just wish he would have given Ryan Reynolds the opportunity to bring him back to that role and pay the homage that he did with the other characters that he brought back. And I wonder if he's kicking himself now, having seen the cameos for
seen how they treated him.
For everybody that they cameoed in there.
We'll see. I mean, I feel like there's still a lot of opportunity for him to come back. There was a rumor that they are going to bring Ghost Rider back for, I think it was Secret Wars.
I believe,
I think it's the other version of Ghost Rider.
Yeah, the latest rumor is that it's not going to be him. It'll be some other, either Johnny Blaze or some other Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if they even bothered to extend the offer to him anymore. Maybe they did. And he said no, and they said fine. We'll never come back and ask again.
Yeah,
maybe that was the stipulation. Maybe he told them that. Don't fucking talk to me about it anymore. I'm not doing it. So don't even ask.
Did you guys watch Spirit of Vengeance? I fucking hate that movie.
Put a bird on my fucking head as my hair.
They made me say, yeah, that happened.
It's fire.
Yeah.
Did you hear that fucking French music while he was hanging out of the tree? Come on, man.
I don't blame him one bit, though I would love to see him come back, even though I didn't like the Ghost Rider movies all that much. But
if it just came back for a second, I think it would be great. A kind of nice send-off.
Yeah.
I got my hopes up in Doctor Strange and in Deadpool.
Yeah, I think the ship has sailed.
So now no more. No more hope. Just dead inside.
Anyways, back to the garbage movie we're talking about. The mysterious speedster reappears, reveals himself as a future corrupted version of the younger Barry, transformed by his relentless attempts to fix the past. Hated every moment. Every moment of this is stupid. In a climactic confrontation, the corrupted speedster tries to kill the older Barry, but the younger Barry sacrifices himself, erasing both versions from existence and halting the multiverse's collapse. So the younger, like 18-year-old Barry or whatever the hell, came back in and fought the whatever mutated version that kept getting stabbed. Yeah, Anti-Flash.
Yeah.
Accepting that he cannot change the past without dire consequences, Barry returns to the original timeline and allows his mother's death to occur. Making really awkward fucking scene between him and his mom. And his mom looks like the fucking sloth from Ice Age for some reason. I don't know if that was just me, but holy shit, it just looks exactly the same. I'm just pointing that out. However, he makes a subtle alteration by moving the can of tomatoes to a higher shelf, ensuring that the security footage captures his father's face, leading to Henry Allen's exoneration. What is going on with Ron Livingston's face in this movie, too? Like, he looks so, like, bloated and weird. It's just a weird looking version of Ron Livingston.
Is that who's playing his dad?
Yeah,
that's who
they recast him because he wasn't. He was played by somebody else.
Was he?
They did recast him.
He was played by the guy who played. I forget his name. He's done other stuff, but he played Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen.
Oh,
he was Barry Allen's dad in, I think, Justice League or whatever.
In Dawn of Justice, I think it was.
Fuck, I can't remember his name, but I love that guy as an actor. I know everybody shits on that fucking Watchmen movie, but I love that movie.
I like it. Yep, and I like the book too. So sue me for being
and
I love
show.
the book, man. I've read through the comic several times. But yeah, I thought Zack Snyder actually did a pretty good job on that movie.
Yeah,
Billy Crudup hates him.
That was Billy Crudup. The original.
Okay. Yeah.
I always really enjoy him when he shows up in things. He's kind of one of those guys who doesn't always show up, but when he does, I always enjoy him. Anyways, upon returning to the present, Barry is surprised to find that Bruce Wayne's appearance has changed as well as George Clooney. What the hell? Who gives a fuck?
Sorry, Nigel. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoilers. Sorry, it's George Clooney. Couldn't get Val Kilmer for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, God.
And it just got dark. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry.
Good night.
I love Val Kilmer. Sorry. In a mid-credits scene, Barry shares his multiverse experiences with a drunken Arthur Curry, highlighting the complexities and unintended consequences of tampering with time. Oh, and to give us one more reminder of how insufferably stupid and annoying each and every scene of this absolute pile of dog vomit has been from start to finish, because it's just fucking stupid. Every fucking shot of that last mid-credit thing is just like he falls asleep in a fucking mud puddle because he's drunk. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck you, movie. I hate you. Don't ever make another one of these movies.
Man.
And I'm so glad that Ezra Miller has not worked since this movie.
No.
Yeah, we'll never have to hear about them again.
Yeah.
They're
we'll
done.
see.
Until there's an obituary.
The next time we read about them will be their obituary. And I'm not trying to be dark, but I really do believe that it will be their obituary.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a new movie coming out starring Kevin Spacey. Mel Gibson is back. I would be surprised if Harvey Weinstein doesn't get fucking pardoned. The whole world is a goddamn nightmare. So Ezra Miller will be back. That's it for this episode of One Cage at a Time. As always, be sure to drop us an email at onecagepodcast@gmail.com. Don't fucking tell us anything about this movie. I'm never talking about this movie again. I'm never watching this movie again. I don't care how fucking juicy the tidbits are. I never want to ever talk about this movie again. But you could hit us up with suggestions to improve the show, comments, compliments, or simply to gush about the legend that is kind of in this movie. He's really fucking creepy as shit. Every one of those CGI shots is just terrible, dude. Looks so bad.
Yeah, not good.
Hey, they were out of money, all right? They were scrambling.
They had already spent like $200 million on this thing. God. Next up, sadly, we'll be watching our final film of season 5, but we'll be going out with a bang, or at least Nick's soon-to-be wife nearly banging James Caan. In the movie Honeymoon in Vegas, Nick plays a mama's boy who refuses to commit to marrying his girlfriend, played by Sarah Jessica Parker, since his mom made him promise not to marry anyone since no one will ever love him the way that she did, which is all sorts of disturbing. But he finally agrees to marry her only for a rich high roller to spot his girl in Vegas and try to steal her away since she looks exactly like his wife who died of skin cancer. What a weird premise for a film. Anyways, make sure to check it out wherever fine films are sold or on your streaming service of choice. Until then, we'll say goodbye the way we do each and every episode with our Nicolas Cage quote of the film. Though, since he again doesn't talk in this one, we'll just show a shot of a horribly creepy CGI Nicolas Cage flying around for a few seconds. Enjoy! Fuck this movie.
Thanks for listening to One Cage at a Time. Visit us online at onecageatatime.com or follow us on the social media platform of your choice for more Nicolas Cage goodness. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you really like the show, become a member of our Patreon where you can download unedited and ad-free episodes, as well as listen to our follow-up show, Back Into the Cage, where we re-examine each movie to discuss what we missed the first time around, answer listener questions, and wax poetic about the man, the myth, the legend that is Nicolas Cage.
What I was supposed to do was literally just be standing in an alternate dimension, if you will, and witnessing the destruction of a universe. Kal-El was bearing witness of the end of a universe. And you can imagine with that short amount of time that I had, what that would mean in terms of what I can convey. I had no dialogue, convey with my eyes, the emotion. Okay, so that's what I did. I was on set for maybe 3 hours. When I went to the picture, it was me fighting a giant spider. I did not do that. That was not what I did. That was all, I don't think it was AI. I know Tim is upset about AI as I am. It was CGI, okay? So that they de-aged me and I'm fighting a spider. I didn't do any of that. So I don't know what happened there.